All right, got this a while back. I thought it was interesting, and so I'd share. This is from the Ministry of National Defense, Taiwan, and it's basically when disaster strikes, what do? A safety guide. So a word from the president, basically saying we are the freedom-loving democratic society, and when natural disaster, pandemic, or extreme weather, climate change, or the threat of a Chinese invasion happens, what do? We will stand together and we will not falter. And so questions to think about: how many people do you have in your family, elders, kids, pets? When the communication goes down, do you have a prearranged meetup spot? Do you have enough supplies and food when the power is out? So on and so forth. Just questions to ask yourself. Make sure you're set. And basically, things and supplies you should have around the house: things like canned food, liters of water, oil, hygienic items, medical supplies, so on and so forth. And next one is a checklist for your bug out bag. So when shit hits the fan, what do you need to have in the bag you grab when you run? Now, very similar to the page before, but also here it has like you should have ID, health insurance card, some cash, all that. This one's interesting for the elderly. Make sure they have their walking stick and also their hearing aid and things you should have in your bug out bag if you have a pet. That's nice. And also, what does an air raid alarm sounds like? 15 seconds, and then pause for 5, and then goes on for 5 seconds, so on and so forth. And when it goes on for 90 seconds, that means the air raid is over and the alarm for tsunami. Next one. Here, how do you protect your online info and identity? So, basically don't go onto suspicious websites, don't download apps, don't, scan QR codes, don't connect to, suspicious Wi-Fi's and all that. And it says down here, don't download Chinese-made apps such as DeepSeek, WeChat, TikTok, and the Little Red Book, because your info could be at risk. Next, so basically when shit hits the fan, if you have wounds, for example a burn wound, how do you treat that? Wash and then take off the burnt clothing, soak it in water, cover it with wet towel, and then go seek medical help. This one is for if you have chemical burns. And then this one, kind of scary, is for a nuclear event. What happens? Okay, gave me goosebumps. So here, for example, how to give CPR and how to stop a bleeding using tourniquets and such, how to carry wounded. All right, and so the threats that we face. So here are threats such as earthquakes, tsunamis, typhoon, and when a Chinese military invasion occurs, what do? So here, specifically for the Chinese invasion, basically stay away, find shelter, stay away from windows. And then over here, which is interesting, what happens if you run into a enemy combatant? Basically, run away. If you can't run away, then hide. Don't take pictures and videos of our military and don't upload them. Okay. And then, how do you fight disinformation? Don't create, don't believe, don't share, and always double check. And this part, also in English, is in the event of a military invasion of Taiwan, any claim that the government has surrendered or that the nation has been defeated is false. We will never surrender. Basically, and also when comms are down, how do you tap into which radio channel, depending on where you are on the island. Also things you need, regular civilian things you need. And also here, when your house is destroyed, where and how can you find aid stations and what kind of help you can get there. And also your mental stress when there's a war or a big disaster. How do you, deal with your mental stress, and how do you talk to your kids about disaster or a military invasion? And then lastly, basically protect our homeland. What you can do, you can volunteer to the police, fire department, NGOs, military, all that. And lastly here, it basically reminds you this beautiful island of 23 million people. We need to stand together and protect this democracy, and so on and so forth. And here are all the phone numbers to call for different types of assistance when you need to. And here is the checklist again for your bug out bag. And shit just got real.